In that, we have completed the certification and issued the certificates to all the employees for 18 courses. So the total certified count is 269, and not certified who are active but unable to clear the certification is 104, and people who are in red zone but who enrolled for all the courses is 357. So this count will be reduced in the upcoming version because we have reduced the red count to a lot of extent. And certification in progress is 169. That is the total count. So total registered for this particular version is 900 plus earlier, but after removing the resigned count and everything, we got 899 as the total grand total for the certification for this particular version. And if you look at the percentage, the certified percentage is 30%, and not certified grade F is 11%, and not certified in red zone is 40%. Certification in progress is 19%. And this is about the grade status what we had, because 373 people are active who are in green status, and they have participated in the certification final activity as well as the assessment. So we have 53 people in grade A, 30 people in grade B, and 55 in grade C, 51 in grade D, and 80 in grade E, 104 in grade F. So when you take grade A, it is like the students who took 90 to 100%. Grade B will come 80 to 90. Grade C will come as 70 to 80. Grade D will come as 60 to 70. And grade E is 50 to 60. And grade F will be categorized whoever is getting less than 50 marks or 50%. So that is the way we calculate the grade status. And if you look at the percentage, grade A is at 14%, grade B is at 8%, grade C is at 15%, grade D is at 14%, grade E is at 21%, and grade F is at 28%. So this is how it looks like. And this is a detached version 1 certification status for 101 and 201 levels. So what we did is we categorized 101 and 201, and we can see in 101 132 students got certified, whereas in 201 level 137 students got certified. And not certified cases, you can see it's high in 101, it's 393, but in 201 it's just only 68. And in progress we have 134 in 101 and 35 in 201. So we'll be getting the results soon for these courses before end of this month. And this is the DTEST 2021 version 1 course-wise certification status. So you can see what are the certification level for each and every course, starting from basics of BOT till translation 201. And the not certified red zone we have is based on the active and inactive students list and the certified and the certification students who got into it. So this is the overall picture, and this is grade status. And you can see in transcription 201 we got 13 grade A's. So we had a lot of students who really got interested and cleared the transcription 201 with high interest. So that is the thing this data is showcasing. And this is the final D-trace for this particular version for all the 18 courses. So we have 368 people in green and 362 people in red. We have 169 students who are in the course of certification. And if you take the percentage, we can see that 41% are in green, and 40% are in red. So it is showing like 50-50 as of now. And 19% the certification is in progress. And this is the final detail status as per the course wise. How many of them are in green and how many of them in red and all. And you can see data cleansing is having more number of green students, with 40 people are in green and only 20 are in red. And if you take translation 201, we don't have even a single student in red. All of them are in green. And I think all of them have cleared the certifications too. Am I right, Irshad?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. So whoever got into 201 in translation, they all got certified. So that is a really great thing in translation 201 about for this particular version. Okay, this is the 2021 learning and scope of improvement. The first point we would like to say is the activeness. We learned from this particular version that 301 should be like a complete practical and OJT kind of thing. So we already discussed with the captains regarding the 301 content and going forward. So even the captains accepted this fact. So most of the courses we designed, whatever we are going to have in 301, will be having more kind of practical than the theory part, because the first two phases already covered, the 101 and 201 part already covered most of the theory parts. So in 301, we'll be having more number of practical kind of stuff for our students. So that is learning and the scope which we are going to have. And the second point is about we progressed a great improvement regarding DTouch portal. So the DTouch portal is the main tool which we have developed to a great extent in this particular version. And the last aspect which we added in the assessment part is we can also add videos, audios, and images. Because earlier, if you take any assessment platform, we have the option only to give questions, answers in words. But now we have prepared our platform, we developed our platform even to add videos, audios, and images to ask any kind of questions to the students. It can be of multiple choice questions, or it can be of short answers, or it can be of long answers, or it can be match the following, whatever may be. So in that way it got developed. And we also have more things to be involved in our DTouch portal, like chat system. And we already implemented the certification download. Okay, we don't need to send the certifications through email anymore. The students can download the certificates from the portal itself. So in that way, we have designed our portal and we made a lot of improvements and changes. And the third point is DTrace implementation also took a major part in this particular version. And this DTrace implementation helped us to control the inactive students to a great extent. And we also changed the way which we approach the inactive students than the last version. Okay, initially we reached the inactive students, and then we have connected with their team leads and then their managers. So it went in that way, and everyone from the operations gave us a wonderful support, and we are able to control the inactive students to a great extent in this particular version, we can say. And the fourth point is about implementation of new methodology of connecting inactive students yielded good results than the previous version. So the same kind of thing which I explained in the third point. But what we can assure as scope of improvement for DTrace is we will be fine-tuning it more in the upcoming version, and even the current inactive level will be minimized after getting this thing fine-tuned. So that we can assure from the DTouch. Okay, and the last slide explains about plans for DTouch 2021 version 2. So we are naming it as version 2 because the version 1 already completed on March 31st. And whatever the version we are going to start from now will be DTouch 2021 version 2. And the first point will be 2 months of complete learning and 1 month of evaluation. This is what we are planning for all the versions in the upcoming new version of DTouch. So that can be finalized after getting the approval from the DTouch and view heads panel. And the second point is about increasing the connect between captains and students through weekly calls will be scheduled and recorded. So we started this particular weekly calls with the captains already, but unfortunately we were unable to record some of the captain sessions. And in the upcoming version, we will assure that all the captain sessions will be recorded, and those sessions will be loaded into DTouch portal for the future reference for the students who were unable to take part in the captain session. So that is the plan we have. And the third one is DTrace tracking will be continued in the new version 2, as we said already. And reports will be sent for red, amber, and green zone students on monthly basis. So that will be continuing as normal. And the fourth point is about launch date for version 2 can be decided after completing the approval session with captains for all 301 course content. So today I think we have the captains here. So once they explain their content and other things, we'll finalize the version 2 date, the launching date, and other things after completing that particular point. And the fifth point is about graduation ceremony will be combinedly, we are thinking to do it along with 301 course launch ceremony, as we did like for 201 courses launch. And the sixth point is about DTouch portal is getting ready to move from version 1 to 2, because right now we are in version 1 and the development team is working on because we are going to start the new version, and we are going to have new set of students and everything is going to be fresh. So that particular work will be completed before end of this month. Nearly 50% of work has been completed, and before that we'll also be having the 301 course content will be ready by the captain and our DTouch team. So we'll be loading the details in the loading the content and lessons in the DTouch portal once we complete this task. And the last point is about students who completed 101 successfully. Okay, they will be moving to 201 levels. And people who are not able to clear 101, okay, based on their interest level, if they would like to continue with the same course again, they can do it, or else they can also switch over to the other course in 101 level. And for 201 courses level, we are giving one more opportunity to the students who are unable to clear, but people who clear the 201 level will be moving to 301. So this is about the future plan for the next version. So that's it from my end. Veena, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that elaborate presentation, Shanmugaraj. I think you've covered most of the points. So this call is basically to understand what we have done in version 2 of DTouch, and also to see what are the learnings that we have gained, because see, we've launched a new portal, we have ensured that people are learning, but still if you look at the numbers, almost 50% people have enrolled for the courses, but they have not learned from the courses. And then we also have the next version 301 coming up. So this call is basically to see where we are, what are our learnings, and the way forward. So I think you have covered beautifully what we have done so far. So I would request the captains to share their views. What are some of the good things that have happened in this version, and what are some of the things that we need to improve in the next version? And when I discussed with Mr. Mani, he has clearly told that the next version, the launch has to happen on May 15th. So we cannot move away from that deadline. So another few days, I think we have another 1 month, not even a month, a couple of days less than that. So May 15th will be the launch day for the next version. So I want to know the captain's view on what do you think are some of the good things, what do you think some of the things have to be changed. So without any particular order, anyone can start. And Chan, if you can just make a notes of the points that they are discussing so that we can send the elaborate MOA to people
Yeah,
who
Veena,
have
we are
not.
recording this call.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Okay, so in this case, I would like to request one by one the captains.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, in alphabetical order, can I call Arun?
Hi, Shanmugaraj. Good
Hi, Arun.
morning. I think we have to abolish the alphabetical order system. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I'm coming online. See, this version was very nice. A lot of improvement we could see, and I think almost all the students were they understood what the shortcuts were they were using, which put them in the red zone. So even we understood what are the ways we have to change them, and we have done that. And data collection again, we had a good count completing it, almost like 17 people, except two people. Other people have passed out. They have completed 201. But yet, we still find few people in the red zones or inactive mode. We might have to take few steps together as a team and make sure that we get the whole team into the detach in an active way. So that would be my point of view.
Yeah, thank you, Arun.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Ganesh. Hi, Ganesh. Good morning.
Hi. Uh, I think quite early you called me. uh, I was thinking what and all things I could say, or probably already would have already I would have shared it to you in the past and all these things. Uh, well, I found the PPT. One second, just hold on. Some disturbance outside. All right. So I was quite confused. Like you say, the 301 would be largely practical and OJT. And the similar in the next slide, you're saying that the content needs to be there and all these things. Now, how do we look at the content part when we are doing things on a OJT platform or a practical basis? So, is it relevant? Is my
Yeah,
question to you?
actually, Ganesh, what is the plan is even if you are going to have some OJT or a practical way of working, okay, the initial 1 week we need to have some content part. Okay, content in the sense it should not be so much elaborate because these people already learned everything in 101 and 201 levels. Okay, it should be like what we can say. It can be like a recap or something like that for the first week. So after completing the first week of recap, then the students can jump into the OJT or the practical part. So that's the plan of it. That's what we mentioned is like content part.
Okay. And how are you going to facilitate this practical? What is the method of facilitation here? Because you know what has happened in the past detach things, and the result is quite the same. I don't see any big difference. But how are you going to do the practical session for all the people? That is what my concern would be.
Practical session, that's what as a captain you have to figure out a way to continue with it, and based on the inputs by view heads we can fine tune that, and then we can take it forward. So
That's
if you take,
so you
yeah,
are putting a
even if you
practical
take
into a
201,
practical. You are
yeah,
giving one more
201 if
practical
you
for the
take
captain.
translation, yeah,
Okay.
translation
It's a
201 if
very
you
big practical session for the captains, Ganesh, rightly said.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a practical within a practical for us, if
Right,
I have to
because we
think it
had
in that way.
similar plans for English, and last time we faced delay due to this. And I think what Ganesh said is the right point. I think we need to identify the platform now itself rather than just to avoid the last minute delays.
See, why I'm telling you this
Yeah.
is I have myself encountered this problem. So I found for the last detach, You specified one particular day, and that too again it was a last minute call that you're going to have captain session and all so on and so forth. Then you identified one particular day, and one particular day everybody has to be there. So what will happen at that point of time to the process? That is one concern that we will have. And secondly, even if I am going to take the session, I don't have any takers. And secondly, and I thought I looked into this things, whatever was happening, I observed it very carefully. And then I started my own session. I said I will do 2, 3, 4 sessions. Let the people join, whoever is not able to join on one point of day. But there too, there was a lesser participation. But at least for 201, we had some good takers. Because 101, I can really understand they were forcefully put or something like that. I'm not sure. How did you look into that parameters? Earlier, we had some 20 people, and suddenly I see around 50 people. Whether they were really interested into this course or whether they had any XYZ parameters, what we had mentioned in the PPT, was that followed or not? I'm not sure. So it takes a lot for me also to see a less number of people and less number of enthusiasm, and I don't know what can I term this. So and my time is also getting largely getting wasted, rather I could say. Uh, so I would suggest if these plans are there right in between or even before the start, how we are going to accommodate to each courses, that would be really helpful for everybody, not only for me, but all for the learners and for the detached team as a whole, because the end of the day, the objective is to have people certified and have people do that particular process. It's not just that we are going to teach them something and just for the teaching sake of it. They are supposed to go and do some part of a work for that particular process. If at all you're looking at transcription is only happening in Kapu. There's nothing happening in the Tamil Nadu centers, as far as I know. People should do there also that transcription. Why don't that exchange happens? That's what this large objective of the data should be in these lines. That's what I feel. And regarding to the content part, we have the content there. As you rightly say, it will be a mix of 101 and 201. I can club that thing and give it to you. That wouldn't be a big problem for me. But how is the facilitation going to happen? How are we going to coordinate with the people? And all these things will be the things that we need to address.
Yes, correct, correct. Because the thing is, the 301, if you just look into your course itself, all the 10, whoever completed 101, okay, they cleared the 201. Okay, so you can understand as the progress is we are making for from one level to the another level. The initial level we had some certain challenges regarding facilitating the sessions and making them to learn. So those kind of things are happening. But when the level moves up, okay, it is always easy for the captains as well as for the detached team to coordinate with those students, and we'll be able to make them to move up to the next level very quickly. So as you said, the
No, here
facilitating.
we are looking at 101, 201, 301 at a shot, right? So 3 courses. So you have to think in these lines. How is it going to happen? Because if for translation, if you look at, I'm the only person who is going to do it, all 3 domains, right? So how are you going to? And maybe for other projects also, maybe there could be a single captain who is running this show. How are you going to facilitate to those people? So do you have a plan? Do you have 101 will have this particular duration of time? Are you going to run the courses in
Yeah, duration
installments?
time, that's what we mentioned.
Yeah, 101, 201, 301 within 3 months, within 2 months, right?
Yeah, 3 months is the maximum time, but based on the suggestion by the captains, we can limit from 4 weeks to 8 weeks, whatever may be. But the plan should be like 8 weeks of learning and 4 weeks of getting the things ready for the certification. So I think that would be the suggestion, and also we followed that in this version, and it worked to a great extent. Yeah, Vina.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt here. Ganesh, I think what we have done in the earlier versions is we have a plan in place. We know what it takes to do 101, 201 because you are the captains and you are the one who have done the courses with these people earlier. So you know what are the challenges. You know how much duration would it actually take also. So though we say that it would take 3 weeks, maybe some of the courses can be completed in maybe a month's time, like how we did it last time. We actually started the course, I think, somewhere in the beginning of Feb, and I think most of the captains have concluded the entire course within a month's time, right? 1st of March till almost the end of the March. I think within a month's time, everybody has done at least the 101 courses. So right now you're saying that you will be the sole captain for the transcription process, but I'm not sure if that would be possible when we have close to around 100, 120 or 130 people distributed for 3 courses. So while we know how do we run the 101, I think it is better we have captains in place for 101, 201, and maybe you can overlook at the entire show, like the entire course, you can overlook it, or maybe you can handle 101 or 201 of the courses, whichever you want to. But all the 3 run by you, I think it is going to be difficult. It is not just for you, for all the captains. That is why, though we initially said that we should have one captain, later we realized it is not going to be easy for one captain to do 101, 201, and 301. So we should add more captains so that they'll strengthen the team for captains also. And these courses can be held successfully because, see, you know the kind of effort that goes on conducting a weekly session. And for that matter, I think all the sessions were recorded also. So this time again, we need not conduct all the sessions again. So maybe some of the sessions we can have the video shown also. So now it is up to the detached team for the support team to work with you and ensure that the courses are held in a successful manner and people learn from it. So the interaction from the captains is very, very important and that has to happen. But it may not be required for the captain to be present in all the 3 courses and in all the 3 sessions is what I want to say. Now, as you rightly said, the practical session is going to be a challenge because again, people have to be there in the session and they have to participate. Otherwise, there is no point in having the practical session. So that, how do we look at it? That I think we need to have a collective discussion and have the ideas from all of us on how do we do it. Because I don't have a ready-made plan as to this will work for all the courses. Maybe for a particular course it might work. For the other courses, like for English, I think they have figured it out how they have to do it. But again, the participation is not 100%, right, Yashasvi?
Yeah,
So
it's
maybe that
close
is
to
again,
95%.
yeah.
Yeah, basically for English, since it's more of communication, I think whatever we are currently following, we can continue with the same. But for other courses, I don't think only the practical part. We can have the same platform or the same mode. We'll have to figure out that. It varies from course to course, subject to subject.
Correct. So again, Ganesh, to answer your question, I think we have to figure out what suits best for your course and see how we can conduct the practical sessions also.
Hmm.
So one point is, I don't think we can have one captain running 101, 201, and 301. That is going to be a big practical challenge even for the captains.
Right, that's true. It's not going to happen. Learning is a different thing, and people should be there, and process should not be impacted. All these parameters should be looked into because if you are looking at practical things, um, but I don't have, suddenly even I don't know, even I've not thought of this particular plan at this point of time. Or if any other team would have already implemented it, you or Shanmugaraj can look into it whether it is working fine, not
Yeah.
working, or if you can make some cosmetic changes towards it because I don't know what is happening in the other sector there. So
So that
you
is why
can
we
have a
wanted this
discussion and
session
then
so that
uh,
we
hmm.
want the other captains also to open up because we have seen other processes where there is 100% participation. Shanmugaraj, if you can throw some light into the other skills where we have got 100% certification or people actively participate. What is the measure that they have taken? If the captains can open up, it will be a good session for everybody to understand also. Shanmuganathan.
Nima,
Gangeshri,
sorry
I
to
think
interrupt.
the
Yeah.
participation in the earlier courses and this time in the version 2 has been there has been a tremendous change. And you yourself has mentioned that your team has become more enthusiastic and this time there was a lot of participation. So what are the things that you have done differently this time, Vangesh?
Yeah, hi everyone. Last time in level 101, only very few were active in the course. But this time, I think around 20 were learning. And one thing I found out is we had weekly sessions every week, and that had an improvement in, I mean, students' involvement. And one more thing is my DTAT support person was also very helpful. He was also helping out all the students, reaching out to them and doing so many things. So that is one more positive here. But the problem I faced with Bot Course 101 is most of them just commented that the course content was a bit difficult to follow and all. So that is one problem we faced. But this is the I mean, as per the standard, the one who the people who are certified agreed that the content is good and all. So that is one challenge I'm actually facing. So many people fear to access the course content, fearing it is difficult to understand and all. One more thing is those people who felt the content was difficult and all, they never attended for the sessions actually. So that is why we had sessions, and I don't know the reason why, but maybe if we have recorded sessions, it might be easier for the others to open the videos anytime they wish to follow. And other than that, one more positive I saw is even in the certified people, last version who certified 101 were not, they were not very good in, they were not very efficient in course 101. I had to pass like one or two people last time. But this time I can assure that whoever is certified, they are really good in their course. So because of that, the problem I faced a problem in 201. Actually, they came here without proper knowledge of 101. So I had only one person who actually passed 201. And so that is one more challenge in 201. But other than that, 101 went good. And in 201, the main problem what I faced is mainly we had only practical part in 201. You have a free version which you have to download and work with the tool. The problem we faced is the free version tool is not supported in all systems. So it is like you need a 64-bit computer and all, and a Windows 10 OS with you. So there are some software and hardware requirements. So that is one main problem we faced, and they kept on complaining that we don't have proper system, we couldn't get the proper system on time and all. So that is one major problem when it comes to working practically. And for 301 also, it is going to be only practical working every week. They're going to work only practically. So hopefully all the challenges in 201 are rectified, at least for 301, and it will go smooth. So, and that's it. So this is all from my end.
Thank you, Gangashri.
So your practical sessions were done through a tool, right? That's what you're saying, an external tool which aided you to do it.
Yeah, we needed a free tool. So the problem is the tool has some software and hardware requirements, and not all crewmates were able to work with the tool. So because of that reason, we had a person who was actually active in the course, but he couldn't get certified because he didn't have the proper workstation and all, PC and all. So actually he felt bad because of it. So that is one thing I would like to put forward here. So if in case you can help those guys out, it will be very easy actually. So the DTouch team can find some way to help such people. So, but he was active throughout the course, so that is the problem with my course actually.
So you're talking about Vivekanandan, Gangashri?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he was also constantly keeping in touch every week. So, but still he said his system doesn't support the software. So because both our versions 201 and 301 is going to include only practical part. So it is essential that they have proper computers. So that is one problem with this course actually. So 101 it is not an issue. So only towards the end they are going to have the practical part. So this is a problem with 201, and hopefully we don't get this problem in 301. So other than that, everything was fine. Yeah. But one more thing is in 101, you guys wanted to include a practical part at the end. So one thing I also found is they were all learning and taking up the assessments. But when we tell them that you'll have to do something practically, they all run away. So only very few people turned up for certification. So other than that, they were active. But when we asked them to do something practically, they just went away. So that was also one more problem in 101.
See, Gangashri, the thing is, for the last two versions, we are seeing the students. What's
Yeah.
happening is if they are not confident with their learning, okay, obviously they will not be able to take the activity. Not only in your course, it's happening even in the other courses. Whenever if we say in the final part of certification or something, if the student is not confident, they will never turn up.
Correct.
So that is happening like in all the courses.
Yeah, that is one more problem.
Anyhow, we'll try to. Yeah, regarding the system requirement, we will try to speak to the local IT team. For example, Vivekanandan belongs to, I think, Viluppuram Center.
Okay.
So we can talk to IT team and check whether there are any computers available. I think even Murugan was working with IT team earlier. So we can check whether we can provide any system which is apt for your activity or whatever may be. So based on that, we will try to help out the students in the upcoming versions.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gangashri.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Next comes, I think I can have. Hi, Jayshilan. You can.
Yeah, thank you, Shan, and good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My input regarding this version was it was a little more better organized than the previous version. A lot of follow-up was happening. There was a structure around it. Which I also faced in the previous version was that it's nothing with regards to the course, but I don't know how to overcome this. Maybe there will be some. I need to put some more time and mind into it to figure it out. When I give an assignment in data cleansing, most of the time it's the same output that is copied by the whole people. Say 20 people, 30 people submitted. Almost 20, 25 people are giving me the same output. And it looks like that it's one output being copied by all the rest from the same sender or something like that. Some connection somewhere. Even in the final assignment that was given. So I don't know how to crack this, but there needs to be something in place where we are making sure that even though the assignments are being submitted, it is being done individually. That is a big challenge because it's the same output, and I will be based on the output. If I'm certifying one person, I have to certify the remaining 20 people. So that is one challenge as such.
So you're trying to say, Jason, sorry to interrupt. You're trying to say that the students are having the same kind of copying kind of thing or something like that.
It's the same file. That's all submitted by 20 different people.
Okay. So even if some error is there, it's available in all the 20 files.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is one big challenge that I'm facing. If I and with specific to data cleansing, even 101 and 01 is mostly hands-on. We have included activity, at least 50% of the course activity. It's just it's the same concept which we are having a different platform. In 2000 more talking about the tool. Last minute they have changed the stuff there in Coursera, and hence it was done in Excel. But even for 301, what was suggested was we go to a different course where we certify. Again, it's the same content. It's just a different platform. Maybe either Excel or R or SQL. Yesterday night, I got a call from the teachers team asking me to reach out to Ashwin. Maybe after this call, I'll reach out to Ashwin to get more ideas. But with respect to data cleansing, I don't see just the platform changing, but the concept as such is more or less the same. In all the Ashwin, please go ahead.
No, go on, Jason. We can always catch up after this also. No problem. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Maybe if there is some other output, we will come back to you. But what my suggestion was with respect to data cleansing is that we will skip 301 and make that as a logical progression. After data cleansing needs to come data analysis. So we can make sure that all the 201 people can register themselves for data science 101 in the logical sequence. After data collection comes cleansing, and after cleansing comes analysis. So people who have done with 101 and 201 in data cleansing, they can move on to data science rather than stay in data cleansing itself and try different platforms. That is one suggestion. And I also had put forth one other point that since the near future we are mainly as an organization, we are putting a lot of stress on data annotation. We can increase the bandwidth or the quota of learners in data annotation, and I am more as required. Instead of 301, I can pitch in that effort. I will put in 101 data annotation. So that's all from my end. Thank you, Shan.
Thank you, Jayasilan. Thanks for your inputs. So we'll definitely check with the possibilities of whatever you gave us a suggestion. Okay, so Mohan is here. Mohan, would you like to have few words regarding your current data cleansing 201 experience?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Currently, we are introducing data cleansing 201 this version. So, what I have facing some challenges. So, we are expecting to starting the 201 with the platform is Talent Academy. The last minute, the Talent Academy changing their content and then the tool, so that we are not using that tool. So, we are moving to the all the activities based on the Excel platform. So that is only we are facing the challenge, but the content base we are following same. That means masking data and then integration. The content is same. So that only is a drawback for this 201. Otherwise, we are completing the course with 4 weeks as per the estimated time. So as per the Jason has said that 301 is not possible to implement. That is, there is no activity wise we need to improve the 201 also. So there is 301 is we just left and then move the 201 user to the next level, this analytical level. So that is my point also. That's it, sir. Other than no point.
Thank you, Mohan. Thanks for your inputs. Okay, next come Mohinder, MS Excel captain.
Yeah, so here, can you hear me, Shanmuraj, clearly?
Yeah, I can. You can.
Okay, so what was very shocking in MS Excel was a lot of students didn't even have WPS or Excel installed in the system, and they were all enrolled for Excel 101. I don't know how on earth they will learn Excel without even installing WPS or Excel. So that was very, very shocking, because I think next time, basically, before these guys, students enroll, we will have the course coordinator check whether have these students, have it in place, first of all, in the system. Because they were like, I don't know, we don't have, and then they all, when we have this assessment, practical assessment conducted, so we had this, feedback from them. So that was one. And second thing, I think MS Excel assessment was conducted practically on a live session for the students. So that was one good part. So Jaishalun was saying, like, the project, they somehow it just went out and everybody just pushed in the same thing to him again. So here in Excel 101, even I thought of, giving them a project, pivot project or some project, just give it to me. I know, this, if I give this, obviously these guys will, speak to each other, and they'll all come and submit the same, project saying I've completed it. So what we did in MX Excel 101, practically we took the time out. Every student, we spent at least 25 minutes to 20 minutes on a session, live session for assessment. And I asked them to explain MS Excel, show me what you've learned. So with this method of assessment, I think that's the reason why the pass out ratio is very less. If you see in MS Excel 101, 201, the pass out ratio is very less. Had I conducted this as a, just a project submission or a questionnaire session, many would have passed. I can assure you that. But this way of assessment, I think, reduce the pass out percentage, but that's okay. End of the day, the people who have passed genuinely know Excel. So that I can, proudly say that the students who have passed out this 201, 101 genuinely can actually, they can also provide training. So that they are very good in that. So that's the, in terms of assessment feedback. And in terms of content, I think the MS Excel 101, 201 content was extremely useful, very, very simple. I think the same content can be used even in future TTH program. And the third feedback, it was regarding the 301. So 301, currently I'm not very good in Visual Basics or macro. So I thought of even including Visual Basics and macro on 301 content. So this is one level, advanced level of Excel. So the basics of macro, Visual Basic and all, I think in my Kolu Center itself, we have crewmate called YT. So I think all of you know him, winning couple of YALI awards because of the automated projects. So I'm going to make him as a captain as well for 301. So he'll also be the main captain for 301, because he actually knows how to run a macro, create a Visual Basic. So he'll be the main person, and I'll be assisting him also in 301 content. So we will try to push in the macro content and try to spread the knowledge on Visual Basic and macro for the students. And I'll also be a learner, because even I have no idea, so I'll also be learning from YD7. So that's a plan for 301. And apart from that, you asked to merge 101, 20 content for 301. So we'll also merge what is the most important things that one person has to learn in MS Excel. That we'll merge it and we'll use that content as well for 301. So that's the thing. But the final part is, in terms of the captain session, it is very, very difficult to get people, all the 50 students, to one up captain session. That is impossible. That is highly impossible, and expecting 50 students to come on a captain session is not possible at all, because everybody is engaged in the process. So because a captain session can't be 15-minute session. If a 15-minute session, they can join, but generally captain session runs for 1 hour, 1.5 hour. So with taking the 1.5 hour time out of the students, it is going to impact their process, and it is going to have impact, unless until they are not in a very busy process. They are in some other process where the TAT is not an hourly TAT, it is a monthly TAT. They work on a project. Then those two students can take a time out. But mostly the students who enrolled in my process were all into hourly TAT projects. So in such process, I don't know how far the delivery managers of those students would whether allow them for a 1 hour, 1.5 hour session. So that is one thing where the captains, the delivery managers need to discuss and give permission for those students to take part in the captain session. And thirdly, in terms of participation, still I think we made a big improvement in terms of green and red. I think it is good that now the red and the green is almost equal, 50-50. I think from this coming up version, I think we can definitely make it at least 70-30. So because obviously we can't make red zero because of the we are all working in an organization, and somehow or another some might have a genuine excuse. But if we can make it at 80-30 or 70-30 ratio, I think that will be a very good achievement for us. That's it from me, Shanmuraj.
Thank you, Mohinder. Thanks for your valuable inputs.
Shanmura, sorry to interrupt, Vijay here.
Yeah, Vijay.
So I have a call at 12. So shall I share my insights?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Sure. So sorry, guys. Okay. So thanks. Before I start, I'd like to thank everyone from the DTouch team and DTouch support team who are really worked hard for the last 3 months, and before that, the 1.0 versions also. So why I'm saying this, because I've been saying this for the last 2 years, and comparatively, we have done a good job, and I hope so. Definitely, we will do better. Because why I say this, when I just interacted with the teams when we were in office, so most of them doesn't aware what is DTouch. So at least they will know what is DTouch and why we are doing the DTouch and what are these courses about. So that is answer for the team, those who are especially for the support team who has interacted with the team members and get it touch with them for the registrations and the enrollment. So thanks team first. And the second thing is, what I would like to say here is, like, when we started with the 10% or 5 to 10% of the DTouch, even Mani sir also told sometimes back, now we are reached at least for 40 to 50%. Like you can see that changes. Like Mohinder said, like 50%, we are in the 50%. Absolutely, that is all because of the hard work what we have done. So definitely, I would appreciate everybody, to people who have worked on that. So that definitely we have to put across and say that yes, but we need to go beyond that limits. So we have to go like 80% or 90%. If we achieve on that part, definitely we achieve. So that's one thing. And let me say about my observations for the data collection. So I think I have few points. So few pointers in the sense, like say, people are very active when it comes for the session. Okay, so when the session goes on, we go for the assessment, we go for the models, and when we go for, no, people are not active. We are trying to figure it out why it is happening and what is the reason, and we will not able to get the answers from them or from by ourselves. So I don't know what is the reason behind that. So when they ask questions in the WhatsApp chat. So they ask questions. So this is what we are doing. So this is what the assessment date is, and this is what I'm taking up. And when the participation is 30 people, I can get the output only from the 10 people. So this is one thing which I feel that we are failing to reach the higher, but we need to figure out how it can be possible. Is there any ways we can put across, like, is there anything we have to come up with a plan? So this is one thing which I feel when I go for the course for the data collection 101, because the previous 101 version, you would have seen that like 30 people are registered, and the outcome, and you can see the certification passed is seven of them, and now I can see 13. So there is a drastic, I think it's off of the, like, 50% is the improvement. So 7 and 13. So when you go beyond that, then definitely you can see that like 20 or 25 people can certify. That is one of the suggestion which I would like to say, Shanmuraj. We need to figure out the ways how we can be improved on that part.
Sure, Vijay. Anyhow, your feedback and suggestions are noted. So we'll definitely work on it, and we'll make higher in the upcoming versions. Yeah.
Definitely. That's it from my end, Shanmuraj. Sorry, guys. I have a call at 12. Sorry to just drop it down.
No
So
issues.
thank you all.
Okay, next I can invite Niveda to talk about her experience in this particular version.
Hi, can you all hear me?
Yes, Niveda.
Okay. Based on observation, I could tell that there were 15 people totally who were actively participated out of 21 people. and only 6 people got certified, and most of the 6 people are from Corpu Center. So I think for my course, people have to have a basic communication and writing of English knowledge. That is a criteria, which I think most of the other centers, I mean Vilupuram and other centers, found it difficult. So understanding the course of Google's, though there were subtitles, people were not interested in attending the course, and they didn't come forward to raise this also. But other than that, whoever participated and got certification have a basic understanding of what digital marketing is. But moving forward for 301, if you think of a certification, I don't think there can be a particular time period to finish the course and complete it, because this digital marketing is a learning process. Every now and then a new tool or anything has to be learned. So to complete a certification and to have a practical understanding, I don't know how it's going to work, because as far as I can provide is, I can give you the course materials. I can tell them these are all the course to teaching so and so tools, but them doing it practically is something is going to be a challenge. I don't know how far people are going to do that. And other than that, course wise, 201 is nice. 301 also, content is ready from my side. But I don't think as a captain I can practically teach them anything, because even I am also learning from my end. Even I am going to learn all these courses by myself for the first time. So somebody like Neil Patel, somebody like Digital Deepak, or somebody outside person, we can enroll them, and maybe that is one other option. But when it comes to practically, you need to create a website, you need to have access to Google Analytics, you need to have access to Google Search Consoles, which I don't know how it's going to work. So that's a question mark from my side.
Okay, thank you, Niveda. Thanks for your inputs, and we noted down the challenges, whatever you have.
Yeah.
So we'll try to sort it out in the upcoming versions. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we have Saravanan here, and he is a trainer for English course. So Saravanan, we would like to have your.
Sure, why not? I have more than few. Let me say that. Hopefully, everybody will bear me out. Okay, great, Shanmugaraj, and thank you very much. And hi, Veena, and hi, everyone. Right. So let me say it's a great thing what we are doing now, understanding the difficulty and understanding the bottlenecks and all. So that is precisely to take this forward and take the best thing and how we can work together to make it better. So that is a beautiful thing which everybody are here for. So that's a great thing. And I also love the fact how this company is also, I'm pretty new here. So I love the fact how this company has a vision for learning. So that is something, and we are so serious. That's why we are spending 2 hours in learning these aspects here, right? Understanding the challenges. So that's something I really love. Okay, fine. So let me start what I have got. So as you all know that English, there were previous version, but this time we completely took it to online mode, right? Or maybe interactive mode. So that is the biggest success, I would say, that in terms like this particular version achieved. We had 101 and 201 as well. So the biggest, I think, the success would be from the e-learning mode, we took it to completely an interactive mode. So that was a fabulous thing. And I also feel being in learning and development as a trainer, that's the best way how this language skill can be developed. Because if you're looking into listening and speaking, the only way how you can do is you need to talk to them. So that was the objective behind, and it has come out really well. So that is something because the recordings are there as a testimony as well. So that is a great success, which I'm delighted, and my team is delighted to share with you. Yash is not available because of personal reasons. I'm sure Rashmi is there. So our thing was slightly bit different because we had 3 people who are running this. So that was slightly bit different. I being the trainer, Yash being the captain, and then the coordinator. So we all gelled well and did it what we could do. So so we all are proud of what we could generate. And one important thing is that being an interactive one, we did it for 8 weeks. None of the students went into red, right? So that is something great. I would feel. So that is something we created. I would also like to add one thing here in terms of the challenge, because most of the other participants said here. What we tried is that we tried when somebody enrolls in, let's look at various aspects. Some might take it because of compulsion. Some might take because they have to do this, what they have to do, right? Somebody have told them to do that. Right, so that could have been the same case as well, and most of our participants were very surprised as well because it's going to happen interactive. They have to spend every hour, every day, and we had 3 batches. We had one batch in the morning, and which is around 9 o'clock, and then another one is 6:30 in the evening, 1 hour, and the last one was 8:30. Right. So initially, what I did or what we did is that we didn't go to the subject. We talked to them why this language is important. There is an important thing, what is in it for me, which is WIIF, IIFM, right? So that's a very important thing. Any training when it is done, this just my, I thought I can share with all of you, right? So this is something where you create a kind of a mold. It's like a clay, what it's in it for you, why you need this, how this is, because you are in this process, how will this benefit you, right? And so that is something which we did, and that's why when participant opened up. So unless and until we open the mind, we create a kind of a rapport in an interactive session, the participation will not be there. And once we have done in the first week, you can see the participation because it's like they automatically log in. So unless and until we create a kind of a thing, what is in it for me, what's there for future, how it's going to help me professionally and personally as well, unless and until that has been taken care, I don't think so, because the training is for their professional growth and their personal growth as well, because both are linked. Unless and until you have a professional growth, obviously your personal life would proportionately grow as well. So that is there in terms of finances part I'm talking about. So that's one thing I just wanted to share here. Another very important thing is that and let me congratulate all the participants. They mostly fabulously responded, right? And some were 100% login till date, right? All these sessions, we are in the last leg of our training program. We have just one more week. We are concluding on 24th of April. So a few of the participants logged in 100%. So that was fabulous. And some are very regular as well. But again, the same thing is that because being in interactive, being in rural place, some had net connectivity and some have power issues because of summer now, right? So those are the things where they had, which was beyond our control. But what they beautifully did is that we had online recording. So they were going and Rashmi was in touch with them in terms of with the participant to check whether they went through, right? So so that is something which we could do. And but also let me say what others said is like some of were a bit challenged as well in terms of work. Right, so that is something going forward we need to take care because they have targets, they have to meet that. I think Mohinder said it, TAT per hour basis. If they have that, then how do we tell them? Because the work is also important, and so that's very important. So that is something as a DTouch team, as a team together, we can think about how we can take it forward. So that is very important because some of the participants we can see. I can see because I asked them to keep the camera on, so that's the only way how trainer can interact with the participant. Otherwise, you will be just talking to a chat room, so there is no fun, and I can't see. Right, so that is very important. I can see they're a bit tired, they're a bit right. So some point after time, you think, okay, fine. So that is something which can be taken care as a team. How we are going to do about. So that's one feedback I would like to say. Another very important thing is that the results were fabulous because I could see some participants in 201 and 101 as well. The problem was that these kids didn't have an opportunity, or these participants didn't have an opportunity to have this kind of platform where they are there for 1 hour and we are talking in English, we are in that zone, we are interacting with everybody, and we are doing several exercises which I'll talk about in a while now. right? So they got this opportunity. When initially everybody were a bit fumbled, everybody were a bit taken away, this is the interactive thing and all, right? But look at the kind of development, right? So which happened. Now these students can do various activity. If you tell them about a topic about free speech, they will be able to do that. You tell them about a GD, they will be able to do. You tell them of the role play. I'll talk about some of these things which we did in the class. They did it with great comfort level and with great ease as well. So that was the biggest gain I feel, which this particular opportunity created for everyone. And as I said, some of the activities is like we did to start with a kind of an icebreaker. So nothing wrong in doing some other interactive sessions as well, where unless and until when once they log in, they know each other, and then there are people from Mayiladuthurai who know participants from Kapu. So somewhere down the line where they can gel with each other. So that is something which will keep the herd together. So that is also there. So that is a kind of a thing I wanted to say. So one thing is that played icebreakers. There was hobby expert as well, where they will come and talk about what are they good at and how others can do that. Some days we started with some telling a joke, because we wanted to keep the learn with fun as well. That's very important. And the word Antakshini we did. A comprehension activity inside the comprehension passage, vocabulary building. We built 8 days, 8 weeks into every day 3 words for 101 participants and 201 5 words. So every day they were given 5 new words to the participants. I clearly explained the most of them was in the conversation. We picked up the words, and some I also searched. So what happens is that we tell them the meaning of these words, and we also tell them to make sentences and come back, right? So that they beautifully did. They will also type this in the chat box, so I'll have an opportunity to make the correction there and there in the thing as well, and also make them sure why this correction is being done. So these are the things which we did in terms of the writing and reading part. And apart from that, some of the free speeches were fabulous. We had Women's Day, which one Shubha Sanivar, it was there. Apart from did that in the class as well, everybody responded well. Then apart from that, we had today's women. That's something we spoke about. There was only one main male participant, but he also spoke about what is the importance of today's women, right? And then apart from that, life before and after pandemic. So all these topics were given something related to them, where it's not like we're not talking about our economy and those kind of a thing, or maybe problems that border and those kind of a thing. So we talked something which is very close to their life, and they responded beautifully. Summer trouble we spoke about, because the summer is already in, right? And best way to live our life is a final assessment, which is going to happen on Tuesday. So I invite all of you, in fact, if you want to log in and see how they do, so you're most welcome. You can do that. I also wanted, because to invite Mani sir, I did speak to Tadigai once, right? Because he was also involved in the English language skill previously as well. So if he can log in for one of this session and see, because he was also doing assessment. That's what he said in one of the last call as well. So or anyone, and Srilekha, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, Saravanan. I'm sure you've done wonderful work, and your words are speaking for it. And I have seen the teams also, the way they respond, and even on WhatsApp messages, the kind of response that is coming up. It's really wonderful. I don't think any of our earlier English programs we've got such good response. But my only worry is that the DNext team is not yet going through the training program. I think that is one thing which we have kind of missed out. So I think in the next DTouch program, we would definitely want our DTouch team to be trained to have better communication in terms of presenting to the clients and things like that. So that is one thing which we have kind of missed in the last DTouch. So I would want to know your plans for the next version of DTouch. While there is a lot of good work which is already on the way, we would want to see how you would want to have the similar kind of training for the DNext team.
Right.
so that they are prepared for the next role, because a lot of people have got promoted during the last appraisal, and even now, like once we implement it in the month of April, we will
Okay.
see that they will be moved into taking bigger responsibility very quickly, so they may not have that kind of a learning curve to get themselves equipped, and that
Yeah.
is when your role comes very handy, where you will have to ensure that the DNext team is completely prepared to talk to the clients, handle any kind of client queries nicely. So I think we have to now plan how we are going to have the 301 conducted for the DNext team, especially 101 for the current team is going on good, no doubt. So I think one of the things that we've missed out is the certification. So that I think we have to quickly conclude, so
Yeah.
that when we are going to the next version, when we are planning to have the launch date around the May 15th, so that time we should have the certification completed for the current courses.
Sure.
So I think we'll have to work quickly on that.
Absolutely.
And yeah, sorry to interrupt you. In the interest of time, we would want the other captains also to
Sure.
speak. So that is the reason I had to stop you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So any of the other captains? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Saravanan,
Veena,
if you want to
can I
conclude with
just
something. Yeah.
respond to the questions which you asked? Yeah.
Sure.
See, initially, Veena, there
Yeah,
was
sure.
kind of a delay because there was about recording. I'm sure you are also aware of that. And so that's a delay. We were ready for content and all.
Yeah.
Let's also understand this is a content which is all created now. We don't have something which is all ready-made. So it takes time. And in fact, we would be ready for the 301 around 15th, that Saturday, I believe. So we actually had thought of doing it on 17th of May. But again, Veena, this is all content which has to be created. We have 101, 201, and 301. So 301 is like we have put on our thoughts. We need to make this content. So that has to be interesting as well. You need to engage them for 1 hour over a period of time. So that is almost ready. If that's something which you asked about. And so in terms like requirement, if they have specific requirement where you said they have to interact with the client over the phone, maybe in person, if these are the topics which could be shared by DTouch team, so I can make some different modules. As of now, I have soft skills modules as well for 101 and 201. So I can add these part with the language, because 301 is also English language itself. But I can have the role plays done in terms of the business activity or interacting with the client and these other things, right? So that is something I just want to share. What are the topics they want? And that's it. I'm because this is like the first time and we wanted to say what I have to say. And Yash is not around as well. So I just wanted to represent and say what we have done. So that would be it from me. A few concerns I just want to say quickly. I'll tell you. One thing is that for the next version, we would like to have the participants. So if the participants are 50, then what we will do is that we will identify a TNI, and then we will segregate for 101 and 201 and 301. That would be one. And also it has to be clearly told to these participants that this is an interactive one where they are available. That is very, very important. And in terms of the system, another thing is also something if those can be taken care. So that is pretty important. So if these are the things which are communicated to them, and then it will be much easier for us. And then we would be able to take it out from there. So that is something I just wanted to share. And this is what it is. So that's what it is. I have to add.
Yeah, sure, Saravanan. We will speak to the business heads. We will see what are their requirements from the leaders in the current role. And based on that, we will share with you the requirements, and then probably you can align your courses accordingly.
Absolutely. Veena, just one more thing. You want 301 only for the DTouch member, because that is not in our plan. Our plan is that 301 will be also an English thing where they will be speaking, of course, in a more fluent way, and also reading, writing, and those kind of things. So that is what we have planned. So you want 301 only to be DTouch. So that's also a question which I just wanted to ask you.
Yeah, we would want 301 or 201 version for the DNext team. And then the people who have completed 101, 201 versions, again, they will also be moving to 301. Regarding English, I think we will give you more clarity when we have a separate call with you, Saravanan.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you, Saravanan. For your input, it's not DTouch, it's DNext. That's what Veena trying to mention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, next I would like to call Shanmuganathan to share his views.
Yeah, so data annotation 101 and 201, as we know, it's a 100% practical thing only. So the same way I plan design the course for 301, it's a 100% practical thing. So the 101 and 201, the Katten session was good thing. So almost 70% of the people are attending the weekly session on every week. So the difficulties I faced, as Vijay said, the Katten session attendance is not converting the practical assessment output submission. So in that submitted output also, some of the members are copied, some other member output. So this need to be addressed in the future version. In one good thing we did for 201, around 28 members are clear their certification. Around 50 members, we were engaged into live annotation process for almost 5-6 days. After the regular work, they involved to complete that project. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Shanmuganathan.
Yeah.
Thanks for your input. And we can see data annotation is one of the highest demand course in DTouch, and a lot of people would like to learn the data annotation. So that is one more good thing.
Yeah.
And next, I would like to invite Soumya to share her views.
Hey, hi all. Making it short. So, I think the patronage for 201 was better than 101 comparatively, but would like to see more in the coming days of 301. Then for 301, as I already spoke, I do have some concerns on the OGT. Okay, so how it is going to happen, especially pandemic, all of us are remotely connected. So that concern I still have. Anyways, I'm working around that as a framework for the 301. But I would really like to know how OGT will happen. Yeah, I'm done.
So thank you, Soumya. So I hope when we
Yeah, Soumya. Regarding the OJT, I think what you've heard from Shanmuganathan, they have already engaged few people on the who are learning the course, doing the practical work. So I think we can look at something similar. We can look at the bandwidth of the people in the different courses who are learning your course, and depending on whether they can allot like maybe even half an hour or 1 hour per day, if we can see whether they can take up some of the sample work that comes up, so then that will be kind of an OJT for them. So even the Shanmuganathan's team, they are also doing it remotely, right? They have also not been working from the center. So I think we should be able to figure out how we can do it, but it completely depends on the bandwidth, because they have to come for the sessions, plus they have to do this as an additional task. So that I think we have to be mindful of.
Yes. Okay, thanks, Veena.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Soumya. So next, I would like to call Udaya Priya, software testing captain.
Yeah, hi everyone. So regarding, software testing 201, it was good because out of 17 people, 14 were from QA and cloud. So the participation was good and no issues with that. And currently the final certification practical session is going on. So so it will be over by April 20. So with that 201 will also get over. And so regarding 301, we plan to have 3 courses and split the 201 certified people also into 3 groups. So each group will be assigned 1 course. And out of 3 courses, 1 course will be the external certification, and other 2 courses will be internal certification. But we are still looking for the external certification for the remaining 2 courses. So if not available, then the other 2 courses will be the internal certification only. Yeah, so we should be able to share the materials by end of this month. I mean April.
Udaya, sorry to interrupt you. Courses in the sense you are talking about levels
Yeah,
101
yeah. So actually, so we plan to have, I mean, 301A, B, C. So the first
Okay.
set of people will be doing the external certification. So mostly the client's box. So and the remaining two groups, I mean, the remaining 10 people. So we will split them into 5. So first time, the first batch will be doing one course, and the second batch will do the other course. The next time, so the second batch will do the first course. So like that, we have planned
Okay, it
to.
is like on rolling basis.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's good.
yep.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Udaya.
For
Thanks for your inputs.
Yep.
Okay. And so we completed the inputs from all our captains. So we would like to. Ashwant is not here, I think. Ashwant. So Veena, I think we have completed for all the captains. So
Samraj, sorry to interfere, Mohinder here. Just a thought here. Like I think Ganesh already, highlighted this. Even I highlighted earlier when the detach kick started. So there are a lot of crewmates who are already part of data annotation, data, all this different software process. They're already part of image tagging. So all this process, they take up the same course again. So which is not going to help them at all because they are already practically doing that project. They are into that project and they're doing it day in, day out. So those crewmates taking up the same course again, I think we should not allow that at all. A person who is part of software testing should never take up software course again. If you're going to allow that, this is just they are just going to easily pass that course. They're not going to learn anything new because they already learning that software testing every day in the process, right? Just give an
It's not
example.
the same thing they're not going to learn. So because we are, so in the testing itself, we have different certifications and different courses also there. So we are, so even the 301 courses, it is new for me and Shweta also. So we are trying to explore and try this into the team also. So
No, I
it's
agree
not
with
that
you. It is, in to say they have an advantage of learning quickly. That's what I mean. They can quickly pass the course. But if someone is new who wants to learn software testing, for him it will be very new, and for him it will be very it will be a big advantage because a person who are already under software testing process will obviously will learn quickly and easily get through that course, and he is going to gain benefit out of it. But I'm not saying that. But in the sense, a crewmate who doesn't know software testing wants to learn software testing, I think he'll get benefited more out of this because I'm just picking software testing. There are other courses as well. A lot of other courses where students already doing that process itself is taking up the same course, and they get easily passed in the course, and they already know what needs to be done here in a practical assessment. What is going to come up. So I think this Ganesh already highlighted 6 months earlier. Even I noticed that because if people are going to take up the same project again in the detach, how is it going to someone else who wants to take up software testing, he loses that advantage because it's going to be in FIFO basis. The moment you send out an email saying register is open, you can see everybody who's in that doing that project. No, they will submit register for that course. You know it, Sanmurad, right?
Yes.
The moment you send out a mail saying register is open, people are already doing that project, straight away pick up that project, and it just closed. That is sealed, that numbers are sealed, and now someone who wants to take up some new course, they miss the opportunity and they go and pick up something else. So maybe we can't ban, but we need to do something where we can give a 50-50 split, like 50% who are already in that process can take up that particular course, but 50% can't. That 50% will be given to some other crewmate who is not belonging to that process. Maybe we have to just do in that way. This is my suggestion, because then only, because a lot of students who came up to me, they were asking me, I want to do this course, but it's already it is full. So what to do? Because they want to learn as well, right? So if we can do something here, then it will be helpful for everybody. That's my suggestion. That's it, Samraj.
Sure,
Yeah.
Mohinder. Your point is noted.
Yeah.
And
So
you are asking
even
about Idavudikide. What we are
yeah.
asking in terms of
Shanmuraj, one more thing.
Reservation, exactly.
Yeah. So this detached courses, I mean, it is a continuous process, right? So even if they complete 301 by this course, the next versions they have to register for
they
some
have
other
to
course. So they will be getting chance for doing the other course. So in that case, I mean, I don't think nothing wrong in registering the same thing, same course, because anyway they have to register for other courses in future also. So I mean, I don't think it's any
No,
issues
even
with
I
this.
had
No, Udaya, yeah,
Udaya,
sorry to interrupt. Yeah, Udaya, what I feel is like maybe for software testing, because it is not a very small subject, it is a very elaborate subject, and there are different tools which you will be learning day in and day out. So maybe because of that, we cannot restrict it to software. But maybe for the other courses, we have to restrict it because it. Yeah, sorry for that interruption.
Yeah, maybe you can restrict it to 101.
Yeah, maybe we
And
can restrict
they
it
can
to
directly go to
101.
201.
Correct.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we can take all your inputs and we can proceed according to that.
So yeah, what we can do is we can have the captains nominate people for the courses. Like suppose if it is Excel itself, if Mohinder feels that there is somebody in his team who needs to learn advanced Excel or maybe 201 of Excel, so probably he can nominate that person and send that recommendation to the detached team. And the rest of them, because they are already in the team, they are learning basics in Excel and all that, and because he is already there in the team to guide them, so they may not learn 101 of Excel again. So maybe they should be moved into any of the other skills. Similarly, for somebody who is doing data annotation or any of the other processes, because they'll be learning that tool, or they'll be learning data annotation because of the process they are assigned to, they may not be, I mean, it may not be required for them to learn 101 separately. So I think that is where Ganesh and Mohinder both are coming from. And it is not that it is going to be easy for them to get the certification. Again, that is one of the other perks that is associated. But I think people should be learning different skills from what they are learning currently, so that in case in the future when there is any requirement for them to adapt to a new skill, they are prepared for it. So yeah. So I think, yeah, Mohinder and Ganesh, both of you, whatever you said, I think we are going to consider it. This time when we are allotting people for a particular skill, we will look into it whether they are already in that skill, or whether we would also consult their reporting manager whether they should be learning that skill again to equip themselves better for the performance in the particular process, or whether we should assign them to a new skill. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we have spoken to all the captains. Maybe one or two captains are not here today to talk about their particular courses. Maybe Sindhuja is not here, and some other captains are not here. However, what we would want you to do is we would want you to give us a plan on how you would want us to start the 301. What would the support that would be required from the data chain? Like you said that you would want a platform for the practical sessions. Like for Gangeshri, they already have identified something, but for the other courses, maybe we have to look into it and maybe we have to identify it. Or similarly, if they are going to have a weekly session and if already there are recordings of the particular course, like maybe for transcription or translation, you've already had the recording. So 101, again, we may not want to involve the captains to be there on a weekly basis to conduct those sessions, because we have the recordings. We can actually play that, we can actually post that in the learning tool itself, so that people can go there and learn. Maybe we can have a session by the captain once in 15 days for the 101, so that the captains know that who are in their team, and that one-to-one connect will be there. But the frequency of the captains meet can be reduced. So similar ideas, if you can give us from your experience in a particular skill, then I think we can implement it quickly and we can see how we can enroll that in the next version. So today is the 17th of April. Maybe we can have one more discussion like this end of the month, so that before the launch, before the 15th, we can see what is the progress that we've made. So maybe we can look at our calendars, and I request you to share your ideas and views so that the detached team can quickly start working on the implementation part. And maybe we can connect again on the maybe 30th of April or something, or maybe the next week, the first week of May, because May 1st is an holiday, so we cannot have the session. Maybe midweek, one of the days we can have a session. So Shan, you can just figure out which is a convenient date for everybody, and we can have it in the first week of May.
Yeah, Veena, we already have for 3 to 4 courses the content part already designed, and they also have a format for that, and we just need to have the approval call with Mani sir and BU heads. So we have it for 3 to 4 courses, but other rest of the courses we still need to get the 301 format and content.
Okay. So I think that you can connect separately.
Data cleansing and logical thinking. Shileka, do we have any other courses which is ready?
No, we have only data cleansing and logical thinking. That's all. Only two. Others are
collection is also ready.
Data collection is there.
Yeah. So Veena, it would be great if you just
Shan, sorry to interrupt. Data cleansing, as I told, I'm not yet proposing that. Right, I'm yet to decide on that. Do not take it to Mani sir yet.
Sure.
Right. I would want to scrap off the 301 and directly put all the 201 certified people to data science.
Data science in the sense deep learning.
101. Is there a 101? 101, 201 there?
No, data science we don't have right now. It's deep learning is the one which.
Yeah, whichever. It's the same thing, right? They can join that.
But it's like
those who are certified in 201, they are eligible to join there if they wish to. Otherwise, they have to select another course.
Jay, but that is an ongoing course, Jay. That's what we understand, like.
That's what I mean. For us, this is my proposal. After 101, 201, their logical progression is to data analytics.
Okay.
So they need to be joining a data science course. If deep learning is a course that we have, whenever that course starts, they are eligible to apply for it. Okay, and I suppose that's once in 3 months.
No, we are not. That's what I'm saying. It's an ongoing. It's not even for 3 months. Thiru sir is taking one after one the level as it is going on. So like other detached course, it's not going on like.
No. So the question is, when will the next batch of deep learning start?
No, it will extend even up to 1 year, I think. That's
so
what
people will not be for the next 1 year. There is no deep learning.
No. Okay. Whatever people
No, we confirm it. Maybe the next batch might start with other detached course also. That thing we'll discuss and we'll confirm it.
Yeah. So what if there is a opening there? These people can be
so you're saying
incorporated.
The data cleansing 201 people are eligible to take the deep learning if though it is a 101 version or it is an ongoing.
They will go to 101.
Yeah. Okay. Fine, Jay. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
So that is the case, Veena. So we need to have the approval meeting as like we did for 201. So in that we can get the approval when the captains present their 301 content, and then we can proceed for the next version. So we are awaiting for that, and we are following up with the captains for the last 1 month regarding that, and most of the captains are working on it, and I hope they will be able to complete that before end of this month at least.
Yeah, that is why I've said till end of this month, and maybe first week of May we can have another session. One is for the approval from the business heads and the CEO, and the second one could be for us to collectively see whether we are prepared for the next version of DTouch, and what are going to be the launch plans. Do we have any recommendation for the guest also, because we're going to have the similar kind of a launch program. It's going to be a virtual thing. So if you know anybody whom we can have as a spokesperson here, or somebody who can actually add value to the event, you can propose their names also, so that the HR team can reach with your recommendation to this person, and we can invite them as a guest also. So we can plan on how we can have the launch, the next launch program, and also the certification, because last time we've done a virtual certification. People may or may not be happy with that mode. So we can look into how we can make this more
Yes.
memorable for the people who have actually put in so much efforts to learn the course. So that ideas we would want from you. Yeah.
Sure,
You can
sure.
reach out to the DTouch team, any of the captains, and the DTouch support team have not spoken anything. So guys, do you have anything what you want to say to the captains? Anybody from DTouch support
Okay, I
team?
would like to call Balamurugan from DTouch team. Bala? Okay, maybe Bala is busy with recording. Deepika?
Yes.
Yeah.
Comparing to last version, 201 version is quite like improved version. We are looking forward for a 301 version, like how it will be going to be in a practical way. Like, only so much, Shanmugash.
Okay, any
Yeah.
support that you would want from the captains, or how would you want to support the captains?
101 version and 201 version, there is it is a smooth processing now. In future 301, in a practical difficulty, we have to see how it is working. In future, we have to see how it will be working and what is the difficulties. Right now, we cannot say anything.
Okay, fine, Deepika, no issues.
Yeah,
Srilekha,
ma'am.
anything from your end?
No, Veena, I don't have anything to say.
So, any of the captains you want to say anything before we end this session for today?
Yeah, Veena, Arun here.
Yeah,
Just a couple of inputs I came out of this
yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
One of the suggestion is any course which is practically based. For example, like Ganesh was talking about transcription. Maybe 101, 201, and 301 content can be considered on the basis of level of difficulties. So 101, we can start with a level 1, which doesn't even need as much as 1 month or 3 months together. So the time limit can be also considered for such practical courses. So the level of difficulty will be level 1, which is the base one. Maybe for 201, it can be a medium one, and 301 the highest level, which they have to sort it out the degree of difficulty. So that could be one possibility for practically based, because he said the sentence which is obvious. Already practical, again we are going to get practical. So if they can consider the degree of difficulty, then it will be more easier for them. So those kind of courses. And a general point of view is whenever we come to these forums, including me also, I'm including myself also, we always come with only the problems. So maybe we see, it's not that DTouch team has to think about all the solutions. Maybe the captains or anybody involved in DTouch can come up with the solution. And I request, including myself, not even request, tell myself that come up with a problem also with a solution. Maybe it can be improvised by the whole team members or the jury or the forum, whoever it is. So that would be also one of my suggestions, because we always come with the negative feedback without a solution. So positive happens, we don't even speak about it much. Negative impacts we do come across. Yes, we come captain session, people are not there all sessions, but at least we should try to come up with a solution, at least individually. So that would help the forum or the DTouch team to at least get a spark where to start on. So that would be a general suggestion from my end.
Yeah, thank you for that, Vijay. Sorry, thank you for that, Arun. Yeah, Arun, one more thing. See, as you said, it is not that this call is there to just give your complaints. It can be to give the good points that we have done over the last couple of months that we have started this new DTouch program. It is also to see what are the good practices that are happening in one of the courses and how it can be implemented in the other courses. Like how Shanmuganathan said that in their course, people are already trained and they have already utilized these resources for OJT. So I was not aware of it, and maybe some of the other captains were also not aware of it. But how has he done it? Whether these people were already in his course or whether he has taken people from the other courses to do the OJT and work for that particular course. I think all this information, if it is shared, and we need not wait for these kind of calls. If it generally the captains, whenever they have done something like this, they can send out a mail at least to the 4-minute mile stating that for this particular course, after we have trained the resources, we have engaged them in this kind of an activity and their performance has been good. If we just get a general mail like this, at least that will be an information to all the other captains also on how they can also utilize the resources, because the intention or the aim of the DTouch program is to skill our resources so that they'll be prepared when any of the other processes need those kind of skill support. So if we are already doing it, then I think we need to actually announce it and make it aware to the other captains also. See, Soumya was asking how is it going to be done, the OJT is going to be done and things like that. But we already have examples of captains who have done that. I think this kind of information sharing has to happen, and that is not happening. The 4-minute mile, the intention with which it was started was to ensure that any kind of these kind of discussions that are happening within the projects, which has to actually be communicated to the rest of the captains or to the leaders, it has to flow through that source. But right now that is not happening, and sometimes during these kind of calls it just comes out. So I think the 4-minute mile has to be used to communicate on all these aspects. So any of the other captains, if you have done something similar, or if you have a story to share about your particular skill, how people have actually come up that learning curve, you can please share it over the mail with all the others so that we can also learn from that experience of yours. Yeah, thank you, Arun, once again for bringing up this point. So yeah, anything else before we send goodbye for today? Yeah, over to you, Shan. I think we can end the session for today. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much. Thank you for all the captains and BU heads joined this call, and we'll be excited to see the new version of the DTouch, as Veena said, from May 15th. So we would like to provide you the continuous support as the captains you have given so far, and we will also be like very thankful to you from the DTouch point of view to get the inputs from your end and to implement it to make the DTouch a great success. And also in the upcoming versions, it would be like we'll be using this opportunity to upskill more basic roommates to handle more projects. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you all for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Shanmugaraj. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Saravanan.
Thank you. Okay, bye everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.